true character when it comes to not just honesty, but doing what you said you were going to do and holding yourself to that standard in every part of your life, right? Now, it's only a honey-do list, right? That's what some people say. It's only a honey-do list, right? But um, when it comes to doing what you say you're going to do, that is a whole different dynamic to creating the life that you want, right? Because if you can be dishonest to yourself, right? Because I think that's what you're also doing, right? You have the honey-do list and you tell your wife, oh, you're going to get it done, or maybe you don't say anything at all, but you tell yourself you're going to get it done, and you procrastinate the entire day and you don't do any of it. When it could have been done in 2 hours. What you're telling yourself is that you don't follow through with things that you say you're going to do. And you don't say this out loud, guys, but what you do is you say it subconsciously in your mind through your actions. Your actions dictate the person you are going to become. Small actions change you, whether it's for good or whether it's for bad, guys. So you have to understand that as you move forward and say things like that, or don't do what you say you're going to do, right? Now, the question of your character spills over to all aspects of your life, which includes your career, right? When you are the person who does what they say they're going to do, your character shines through without a supervisor. Your character shines through without somebody looking over your shoulder. Your character shines through because it is who you are. You don't need a list of things that you need to do because your character tells you what you know you're going to do. Okay? I tell people all the time, I've worked with so many people that have spent years and years and years of their life as this guy, right? Just imagine. Every day, 25 to 30 years of your working career as a guy or girl coming to work every day, involved in tons of activities that resolve nothing, right? You are never working toward anything. As I said in my book, you're coming to work just to get a paycheck. You're showing up just to be a non-productive body. And so this happens a lot in all different types of fields because as the company gets bigger, right, the major tasks get placed upon people doing the work, and the other people are just space fillers, right? Just a bunch of backup singers, as I like to say, man. And I tell people, what kind of life would that be, right? You may have a year on the job or 2 years on the job, and this is what you're doing. You're just coming to work to get a paycheck, right? Just coming to work, get a paycheck, doing the least amount of things that you can do, not really contributing to the job other than the tasks that they tell you that you must do in order to keep your job. And so there you are, right? And you're doing this for the first year. And you're saying, oh, well, once I gain momentum, I'll do something else, But then you start to watch the people around you, and they're doing the same thing. Because guess what? You create the environment of how your life is going to turn out. So you begin to get around other people who aren't doing anything for the job to make yourself feel comfortable. And once you get caught up in that, 1 year turns to 2 years, 2 years turns to 3 years, 3 years turns to 5, and 5 into 10. And before you know it, you have spent 25 years of your career in a non-productive state. Just think about that. What kind of life would that be? What kind of life would that be for you? 25 to 30 years as just a non-productive individual. Now, this may, I wrote this little note right here, and it says, this may be a life that most people will immediately say they are not willing to live, right? So when I ask this question, like I said, most people say they're not willing to live this type of life. But it's not what you want that gives you the life you desire. It is your actions that cause you to have a good or bad life, guys. Do you hear that? I want to repeat that one more time because I wrote it down and I didn't highlight it, but I probably should have highlighted it because I think that is significant, right? What did I say here? I said, it is not what you want that gives you the life that you desire. It is your actions that cause you to have a good or bad life. Now, as I told you guys before, actions are key to creating the life that you want. You have to constantly be acting. And I know to some people this may seem exhausting, right? Why am I always having to act? Can I just chill out for a while? Can I just lay back? Can I just relax? And I tell people no. You have to get comfortable with being a person of action. You have to be comfortable with that, right? In order to not be like the 99% of the people who are living mediocre lives, man, you are going to have to be comfortable with always being a person in action, always being a person in motion, not being a person who falls back on old habits of not doing anything, guys. You have to do that in order to change your life, right? And if you're stuck in a place, right, and you don't like the place that you're in, that your circumstances in life, it is only going to change through action, right? It is not going to change through you reading another book or watching another video. It's going to change through action, guys. You hear something, you pause it, and you do it. Simple as that. you know and it sounds simple, but obviously for most people it is not easy. They hear information, they get nervous, they have that belief factor that we're working on here, and that mindset change, that shift that we have to get them to develop, and so they go slow in action. And I'm telling you guys, move rapidly in your actions and creating the life that you want. Okay, success loves speed. So move with a purpose, and which is the title of my podcast today. Move with a purpose, guys. Only with a purpose are you going to achieve the life that you want. So one of the things that stops people from moving with a purpose is they're overly cautious. They are overly cautious in a world who protects people who basically, with the bailouts in America, right? All the banks, they failed. They made all the wrong decisions, all the bad decisions. And we are in a country, in a world where the government bails everybody out, right? This pandemic hit and the government bailed everybody out. They gave people stipends, and they didn't say, hey, you got to go make it on your own, go figure it all out. No, they gave people money. They bailed them out. So guys, I'm telling you, there's no need to be overly cautious. You need to go for it, right? Just think of this, guys. If you approach life as an individual not being overly cautious, what possibilities could you achieve? So I need you guys to think about that, right? Think about what possibilities you can achieve if you weren't afraid to go for what you truly wanted to go for, right? To truly reach out and try to grab what you want to have. And I'm not just talking about material stuff, guys. Material things, they don't bring you satisfaction in life. Material things don't bring you satisfaction in life, right? Material things is like the trophies that you hang to show everybody else out there that you're doing well. But you could have all the trophies in the world and inside be dying, guys. So when I talk about true satisfaction, I'm talking about doing something of value that makes you feel incredible. Being a person of contribution, being a person who is solving problems, big problems in the world that people need solved.